Hello everyone, how you all doing? Hope you're well. Oh my god, it feels like it's 100 degrees in here. Well, it's too hot for me, what a day. Oh, finally, after all these years, I've added some black and white films to the collection. And not any black and white films, these just happen to be my probably my two favourite black and white films of all time. I don't watch barely any these days. Like I say, I ain't got any in the collection, and I don't watch TV all that often. So mainly it was like back in the 80s, like when I was a kid, I used to watch them all the time with my granddad. Whether that be like Second World War movies, old westerns, old comedies, whether that be films of like Terry Thomas or Leslie Phillips. I'm sure many of you will remember Leslie Phillips. Here's a little clip of him now.
Who's that? Miss Alcock. Miss Alcock. Ding dong.
Yeah, old Terry, what a cad he was, eh? What a cad. Right, let's take a look at these films. The first one, On the Waterfront, Marlon Brando, 1954 film. Yeah, basically about union violence and corruption on the waterfronts of New Jersey. Marlon, he plays a character called Terry Malloy. He's a longshoreman. He works for the local mob boss, crime boss, ex-prize fighter, and later on in the movie he will put his fist to good use. Yeah, he starts dating a girl, Eva St. Marie, who, a character. She's the daughter of a guy that the mob boss has murdered, and I say Marlon's character Terry, he falls for her, and throughout the film, he kind of comes to the realization that maybe he's working for the wrong guys and he should be on the side of the people, the working people on the waterfront. Beautifully shot film, and it has what is undoubtedly one of the greatest cinema lines in history, one of the greatest scenes in history. I'll play that clip now. Hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted. So if you're watching this and there's no clip here in a second, you'll know why, because it's been copyrighted.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum, which is what I am. Let's face it.
What a scene, eh? Is he good? Is he good or what? Could that man deliver a line? Wow. Yeah, it's pretty much perfection, this film. As I say, not just one of my favourite black and white films, or not just my favourite black and white film, but one of my favourite films of all time. I'm just surprised it's taken me this long to get it in the collection. A nice Criterion release. Can't wait to watch this. I'm not sure if it's released on 4K. Yeah, I'll have to look for that. But this was in my well, it wasn't in my local FOP store. They had to order it in for me, but you couldn't see if there was a 4K release on the screen, although it is a 4K digital restoration. But yeah, let's have a look at the next film. Yes, my other favourite black and white film of all time is Howard Hawks's The Thing from Another World. Yeah, obviously the film that John Carpenter based his film The Thing on. That's another film, one of my favourite films of all time. They differ somewhat, although obviously very similar. Now, this film got me thinking more than any other film as a kid. Back then, I was hugely into dinosaurs. I remember for a lot of years, when I grew up, I thought I'd become a paleontologist. I mean, there was no chance of that happening. But yeah, for quite a few years, that's what I wanted to be. And I was obsessed with evolution. Yeah, and I would ponder the question, like, if the dinosaurs hadn't have become extinct, would some of them have been able to evolve up to a human intelligence level. And I wouldn't just think this about the dinosaurs, but plant life. And what if plant life, or certain plant life, would have evolved to a human intelligence level? And that's why I probably loved this film, because as soon as I saw it and I found out, spoiler alert, that the alien in this had evolved from plant life on its world, mind blown. And straight away I was like, I thought of that. Little 8-year-old me, or however old I was when I first watched it. Yeah, crazy that. Yeah, like I say, that is a bit of a spoiler, so sorry about that if you haven't seen it. But and if you haven't seen it, please do. You won't be disappointed. It's absolutely stunning, visually stunning. Great piece of sci-fi from 1951. Wow, 74 years old. That's unbelievable, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, Arctic researchers discover a huge frozen spaceling inside a crash-landed UFO, then fight for their lives after the murderous being emerges from icy captivity. Will other creatures soon follow? The famed final words of this film are both a warning and an answer. Keep watching the skies. Yeah, I want to believe. So there we go, on the waterfront and The Thing. Let me know in the comments if you've seen them. Let me know if you dig black and white films at all. I think there'll be a few more that I end up getting. I loved watching, was it called Shane, when I was a kid. That was a western, wasn't it? Yeah, I used to love watching that with my granddad. That was a great film. I'm sure there'll be others. I'll have to look into it. So yeah, that'll do, guys. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm going to go because I'm sweating buckets here. Absolutely ridiculous heat. Alright, I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.